Hello students, today we are going to learn about atoms, molecules and how they are represented in this chapter, okay? This is the second part of the chapter, elements, compounds, symbols and formulae. Now you know that substances are made up of matter and matter is either made up of atoms or molecules. So what is an atom? An atom is the smallest possible unit of matter which may or may not exist independently but exhibits all the properties of that matter. Now, atoms join together to form molecules. Why? Because those atoms which cannot exist independently, they form molecules. So what is a molecule? A molecule is the smallest unit of matter which exhibits all the properties of that kind of matter and it also has an independent existence. Now molecules are of two types, molecules of elements and molecules of compounds. Now molecules of elements are made up of atoms of same kind. For example, hydrogen molecule, nitrogen and oxygen molecule. And molecules of compounds are made up of atoms of different kind. For example, water molecule, carbon dioxide, sodium chloride molecule. Now, here is the definition of atom, okay? And this is the definition of molecule. Now, molecules of elements are of different types. They might be monoatomic. What is the meaning of the word mono? Mono means one. That means they are made up of only one atom. For example, helium, potassium, okay? You can see the symbol. Helium He, potassium K. By the way, what is a symbol? It is the short way of representing the name of an element. A molecule is diatomic when it contains two atoms. For example, hydrogen. Okay, you can see here, hydrogen is made up of two atoms of hydrogen. Oxygen is made up of two atoms of oxygen. Now, a molecule is triatomic when it is made up of three atoms. Okay, example, ozone. Okay, do you know anything regarding the ozone layer? It is the layer in the atmosphere which protects us from the harmful UV radiations from the sun. And its formula is O3. It is made up of three atoms of oxygen. Then a molecule is polyatomic if it contains more than three atoms. Phosphorus. It is made up of four atoms of phosphorus. Sulfur. S8. It is made up of 8 atoms of sulfur. Now let's come to molecules of compounds, okay? So molecules of compounds are formed when atoms combine together. So here you are going to understand it better by diagrammatic representation of molecules. So here you can see these are the molecules of elements: zinc, gold, copper, helium. They are monoatomic, made up of only one atom. Hydrogen, you can see two atoms of hydrogen forms hydrogen molecule, two atoms of chlorine forms chlorine molecule, two atoms of nitrogen forms nitrogen molecule, two atoms of oxygen forms oxygen molecule, three atoms of oxygen combine together to form ozone molecule. Then you see molecules of compounds. Hydrogen chloride molecule. One atom of hydrogen and one atom of chlorine combine together to form one molecule of hydrogen chloride. Similarly, you can see here two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen combines together to form one molecule of water. Zinc oxide molecule. One atom of zinc and one atom of oxygen combines together to form zinc oxide molecule. Then you see carbon dioxide molecule. One atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen combine together to form one molecule of carbon dioxide. oxide. Okay. Now, as I said you that we represent an element by a short form which is called symbol. Okay. Now let's move to formula. What is a formula? Plural is formulae. Okay. It is a short way of representing the molecule of an element or a compound. Now, in the case of formulae of elements, the number of atoms in a molecule of an element is called its atomicity. Okay. So, they might be monoatomic, for example, helium, potassium, sodium. They might be diatomic, for example, hydrogen, oxygen. Okay. Then they might be triatomic or polyatomic. As you can see, the formula of ozone is O3. Okay, it contains 3 atoms of oxygen, phosphorus P4, sulfur S8. Now, what about the formula of compounds? Formula of compounds, okay, it is formed by the combination of atoms of more than one element. Okay, so atoms combine with each other in whole numbers, which can be 1, 2, 3 or more. And this whole number is the combining capacity of the element. I'll take simplest example of water molecule. Water is a compound of hydrogen and oxygen. So, 2 atoms of hydrogen combine with an atom of oxygen to form a molecule of water, which is represented by the formula S2O. Okay. So, therefore, the whole number ratio in which hydrogen and oxygen are combined is 2:1. That is 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. Now, here is the chart. Okay. In this chart, you can see formulae of molecules of some common elements which you are going to learn. Okay. For iron, the formula is Fe. Rather, we can also call it as symbol. Okay. Zinc, Zn, copper, Cu. But remember, the first letters are all capital and the second letter is small. Magnesium, Mg, lead, Pb, calcium, Ca, sodium, Na, cobalt, Co, chromium, Cr, gold, Au, manganese, Mn, silver, Az, mercury, Hg. And carbon is a non-metal which is also monoatomic. Okay, and its symbol is C. Then you see the examples of diatomic molecules: hydrogen S2, nitrogen N2, oxygen O2, fluorine F2, chlorine Cl2, bromine Br2, iodine I2. Then you see the examples of other elements. Okay, so you can see in the table that ozone, it is O3, phosphorus P4, sulfur S8. Okay, then you can see metalloids, the elements which show the properties of both metals and non-metals. Antimony, the symbol is Sb, arsenic As, then inert gases are monoatomic, helium He, neon Ne. But always remember, while writing the formulae of molecules, the first letter is capital and the second letter is small. Okay. Now, what do we see from the above table? Molecules of metals, metalloids and inert gases are monoatomic. That means their atoms can always exist freely. Okay. Hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine are gaseous, non-metallic, diatomic elements. Now you see 2H. 2H represents 2 atoms of hydrogen. Okay. While S2 represents 1 molecule of hydrogen. For example, in the case of oxygen, 2O2, it represents 2 molecules of oxygen. But if I take 2O, it represents 2 atoms of oxygen. Now let's see the another table where the molecular formulae of some gaseous compounds are given. Carbon dioxide, you can see CO2, carbon monoxide CO, sulfur dioxide SO2, sulfur trioxide SO3, ammonia NS3, hydrogen sulfide S2S, nitrogen dioxide NO2, nitric oxide NO, nitrous oxide N2O. Okay. Then you see formulae of some metallic oxides and metallic sulfides. Magnesium oxide MgO, calcium oxide CaO, iron 2 oxide FeO, copper oxide CuO, zinc oxide ZnO, lead oxide PbO, magnesium sulfide MgS, calcium sulfide CaS, iron 2 sulfide FeS, copper sulfide CuS, zinc sulfide ZnS, lead sulfide PbS. Okay, so you are going to learn this formulae. Okay, now what is the importance of formulae? It gives us the following information: types of elements present in a compound, and also the number of each kind of atoms in one molecule of a compound. Okay. For example, a molecule of carbon dioxide is represented by CO2. It indicates that a carbon dioxide molecule is formed by the combination of two elements, carbon and oxygen. That means one atom of carbon combines with two atoms of oxygen. Okay. Similarly, a molecule of sulfuric acid is represented by S2SO4. It indicates one molecule of this acid is formed when two atoms of hydrogen, one atom of sulfur and four atoms of oxygen combine together. Now here you can see some common compounds, their state, their formulae and the elements present in them. Water is a liquid. Formula is H2O, elements present hydrogen and oxygen. Common salt which we add daily to our food, also chemically known as sodium chloride. Formula is NaCl, elements present are sodium and chlorine. Sand, silicon oxide, formula is SiO2, elements present are silicon and oxygen. Hydrochloric acid, it is a liquid, formula is HCl, elements present are hydrogen and chlorine. Sodium hydroxide, solid, formula NaOH, elements present are sodium, oxygen and hydrogen. Now marble or chalk, okay, chemically they are known as calcium carbonate, which is a solid. Formula is CaCO3. Elements present are calcium, carbon and oxygen. Sulfuric acid is a liquid. Formula S2SO4. So elements present are hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen. Nitric acid HNO3. Elements present are hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. Calcium hydroxide, it's a solid. Elements present are calcium, oxygen and hydrogen. Later on you are going to learn that calcium hydroxide is also known as lime water. Glucose, it's a solid. Formula C6H12O6. Okay. So in which process is it produced? By the process of photosynthesis. Elements present are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Cane sugar. Formula C12H22O11. Elements present are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Vinegar, which is used specially for making pickles and for Chinese food items. Okay, its chemical name is acetic acid. It is a liquid. Formula CH3COOH. Elements present are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. baking soda, which is used for baking certain food items like bread, biscuits, etc. Chemically, its name is sodium bicarbonate. Okay, it is a solid. Formula is NaHCO3, and elements present are sodium, hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. So you do not fear. You don't have to by heart the formulae of all the compounds as shown in this table, but you have to at least remember the formula of some common compounds, and by seeing the formula you must be able to tell the names of the elements present in it. Thank you.